Hey, Pennsylvania Dave here again. I'm down in our basement. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about food storage. This is something that we've been slowly working on over the last few years. Um, my wife started canning, and I've learned some canning. She knows more than I do, but I'm working alongside her, learning it as she's doing it. And this is our food store after winter. These shelves were full. Up top are the glass jars that we went through, the ones that we used up. So I built these canning shelves last year before all the canning goods came down here. I actually got it off YouTube. If you go on and type canning shelves in there, they'll give you a great way to build with 2x4s. It's a real easy method. You can get them up in about a day. Um, but my wife went and we gathered. We went to different produce places and found where we could get them the cheapest. And what you're looking at there is blueberry jam and strawberry jam and cherries, what's left of it. Now, we put a good hurting on this. I mean, there's space on this shelf. This was chock full. Um, just for an idea, we had 61 pounds of strawberries that my wife took. The family went and picked them and off of a farm. We bought them at $1 a pound, which is a huge savings. So if you go to the store and buy them, for $4 for a little pack, you're throwing your money away. If you're just willing to go and pick them yourselves, you'll save a lot of money. So we had 61 pounds of strawberries made into strawberry jam. Those jars are empty up top, and there's some jars there you see from some of the fruits and vegetables. We mark them. Let's see here. This was mild salsa, and then my wife writes on there what. Here, let me see if I can get in close. Writes on there what it was and the date, so we know how old it is. We have probably a few hundred jars up top here. I'm still doing some construction and wiring down here because we moved the kitchen over upstairs, so excuse the look. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of canned vegetables here. Um, and you can do this too. We learned these are sweet pickles here my wife made. And again, we put a huge hurting on these. I mean, these were out to the front and over here, and this salt wasn't even here earlier. We buy in bulk. We go to Costco. We go to some local places where we can get in bulk. And there's some more salsa. Still got 6 jars there, and there's some chili down here that was full of chili, and there's some corn back in there. We cut our own corn off the cob, and we get it. Basically, we just buy it in bulk, ears of corn, and the family gets around and we take it apart. It's a great way to spend time together and prep at the same time. Here's some peanut butter we bought in bulk from Costco, and you can get these. This is Hidden Valley Ranch dressing, and there's a whole bunch of jars of mayonnaise back there we bought bulk. We also use these totes. We keep them down on the floor. And inside there we got sugar and some onion soup mix and things like that. We keep them in these totes to keep the mice out and the rats or anything like that squirrels that try and get in, and some little veggie chips we just bought for fun to try. And there's some ramen noodles. That's a staple. Just add hot water. I'll show you how to make water if you need. Get water, clean water, and all that some other time. But these are just totes we put down at the bottom underneath the shelf to store food. And again, this is the end of the winter, so some of this stuff is like that tote there, and it's going to be replenished. But we buy as we go. There's kidney beans. These are the big containers of kidney beans. This is a 6-pound can of beans, and we're going to make them into chili again. And we buy dry beans in bulk and store them. I'll show you a little bit of some of the stuff over here. We have 50-pound bags of rice. We're going to be packing that away in 5-gallon buckets. I can show you that upstairs later. You can go around to your supermarkets and ask them for the old icing buckets and pie filling buckets. They're 4 or 5 pound gallon buckets with sealable lids. You can store things for a long, long time in there. So we buy some things already canned. We have some soup here. My wife also makes her own cranberry sauce. That's here. We still have some of that left. Again, this is end of winter, springtime now, so we buy bulk soups already made, and we just store them away like this, and we slowly use them, and we keep buying them. That way, if we ever have an SHTF unexpectedly, as we all know it's going to be, we're ready. We'll have food, and we'll be able to cook and eat. I can show you some things upstairs later that we did in preparation. And we're still prepping. Prepping is one of those things that's never done. I'm constantly learning. I'm online all the time, learning from other preppers. Here's some applesauce. There's still some jars of applesauce here, and we'll be making a lot more of that. We get them by the bushel. We go in again and buy apples by the bushel, and we come home here and make it ourselves. There's my wife's food processor, and we use that to make applesauce. We'll show you that in a video sometime. And then here's some more empty jars. They're about everywhere. We have some sugar here that's not packed away yet, that's just here. We have 2 jars left of pears at the end of winter. So again, this is an end of winter supply that is still here, that we'll be replenishing here very shortly. And we're slowly building up our stock of rice and putting buckets away. I'll show you once I get all the 5 pound buckets down here. That's something new that I'm doing. I've only been prepping for a while, a short while, maybe the last year or so. So we're, I mean, I've been doing it earlier than that, not really knowing. There's other things I've done in the past few years, kind of not really knowing why I was doing it, just feeling a feeling like I needed to get ready. So maybe there's a lot of you out there like that, or just getting started like me, and I'll put some more video up of some other things that we're doing to kind of pass along my information. Okay, well, that's all I wanted to show you down here. Have a great day.